Picture this: digital transactions suddenly become impossible. How much cash would you need to survive? This isn't a hypothetical from a dystopian novel, but a real scenario that could arise from natural disasters, power grid failures, or other unforeseen events. In such instances, cash becomes king. It's the one currency that doesn't rely on the internet, electricity, or any other infrastructure to function. But how much of it should you have? That's the cash conundrum we're tackling today. The answer hinges on several factors. First, consider the potential duration of a crisis. Are we talking a few days, or could it extend to weeks or even months? Next, factor in your personal financial obligations. Think about your bills, loans, and other necessary expenses. Lastly, don't forget the basic costs of surviving, like food, medicine, and shelter. Knowing how much cash to have on hand in an emergency is a critical part of your preparedness plan. So, how do you determine the right amount of cash to keep on hand? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, as it hinges on your individual financial situation and potential needs. However, here are some guidelines to consider. Firstly, factor in your regular monthly expenses. This includes your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and any other recurring costs. These are the basics you'll need to cover, even in a disaster scenario. Next, think about potential emergency costs. These could be medical expenses, travel costs if you need to evacuate, or unexpected repairs. Then, consider the estimated duration of the emergency situation. If digital transactions are unavailable, how long could you last on your cash reserves? A good rule of thumb is to prepare for at least a month, but this could vary depending on your circumstances. Remember, these are just guidelines. It's crucial to adjust these calculations based on your specific financial situation and potential needs. Remember, the amount of cash you keep on hand should be tailored to your specific financial situation and potential needs. You've figured out how much cash to store, but where do you store it, and in what denominations? Storing cash safely at home is an essential step in your doomsday prep. One practical tip is to invest in a secure, fireproof safe. This not only protects your money from theft, but also from potential fires or natural disasters. Remember, the location of this safe should be a well-guarded secret, known only to those you trust completely. Now, let's talk about denominations. It might seem tempting to store large bills only, but consider the benefits of a mix. Smaller denominations ensure you can make exact payments without needing change, which could be scarce in a crisis scenario. On the other hand, larger bills are more compact and easier to store. A balanced mix of large and small bills can offer you versatility in spending. Balancing your cash reserves with other assets is essential in preparing for any emergency. Remember, cash is king, but only when you can spend it.